Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We've got some spicy box office drama to unpack from this past weekend. Today is Monday, March 31st, 2025, and Disney's live action Snow White remake, well, it's in the spotlight again, and not for a good reason. So let's just say it's not the fairy tale ending Disney was hoping for. Meanwhile, an action flick called A Working Man. Yeah, I saw it yesterday with my fiance and gotta say, it's stealing the show. So grab your popcorn because we're diving into the numbers, the flops, and the surprises. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. So let's get started. So, Snow White. Last weekend, this Disney remake opened to a pretty underwhelming $43 million domestically. And for a movie with a budget reportedly somewhere around 270 million, that's a big red flag. Industry forecasts were hoping for at least 45 million, maybe even up to 55 million. But it didn't even hit the low end. Now compare that to other Disney live action remakes like The Little Mermaid pulling in 95.5 million or Cinderella with 67.8 million. And it's clear Snow White was already off to we'll just say a shaky start. Critics were brutal. Audiences weren't biting, and the buzz just wasn't there. Well, it was there, but for the wrong reasons. But here's where it gets ugly. This past weekend, second weekend at the box office, Snow White crashed, and it crashed hard. According to reports, it dropped a staggering 65 to 70%, pulling in just $14 million. Ouch! That's one of the steepest second weekend drops we've seen from a big Disney tentpole. For context, even Maleficent 2 only dropped about 52% in its second frame. What's going on here? Well. Some are pointing to the backlash over casting, the reimagined story, or just plain old remake fatigue. So, whatever the case may be, Disney's magic mirror isn't showing a happy reflection right now. Now, while Snow White was stumbling, a gritty action flick, which was based off of a graphic novel written by Chuck Dixon, called A Working Man, starring Jason Statham, that's already a plus, and directed by David Ayer, that's another plus, came out swinging. This movie opened this weekend and snagged the number one spot with a projected 15.6 million. Now, those aren't massive numbers by any means, but here's the kicker. It only had a $40 million budget. That's a fraction of what Snow White's cost. And it's already looking like a win for the team behind it, including a heavy hitter like Sylvester Stallone, who's the producer on the flick. Posts on X were buzzing about this upset, with early estimates showing it's neck and neck with Snow White on Friday, around 4 to 5 million. But it pulled ahead by Sunday. Critics are calling it a patriotic action movie, and it's clearly resonating with audiences looking for something raw and straightforward. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I saw it and I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. Jason Statham doing what he does best, kicking ass and taking names, seems to have outshined Disney's princess this time. So, what does this all mean? Well, for Disney, it's another blow to the gut in a string of live action struggles. Snow White falling to second place behind A Working Man and likely, possibly, another holdover flick. Well, if you go by the numbers here, it did finish second, so there's that. Isn't just a box office loss, it's a PR hit. It's a nightmare. Some outlets like Breitbart are calling the humiliation. That is a humiliation for the studio, especially after all the hype and controversy. I think Eric Bischoff wrote a book called Controversy Creates Cash. Well, that hasn't happened in this case. With that $270 million price tag, they need a global haul of at least somewhere in the $700 million frame to break even. And right now, it ain't looking like it's going to happen, folks. Meanwhile, A Working Man proves you don't need a mega budget to win. It's lean, it's mean, and it's playing to its strengths. This isn't the first time we've seen a smaller film topple a giant. Think Top Gun Maverick outlasting some of those bloated blockbusters back in 2022. Audience might just be craving something different, and I think they are. And this weekend, they voted with their wallets. And I can tell you firsthand, the theater we were in for Working Man, it had probably 4 times the people of the audience when we went to see Snow White. Just saying. So that's the box office breakdown for this weekend, folks. Snow White is taking a nap it might never wake up from, while A Working Man is flexing of muscles at number 1. So what do you think? Have you guys seen either of these movies? Are you surprised by the numbers? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you want more movie news like this, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, especially if you're new here. I'm here daily, Monday through Friday, breaking down the news out of Hollywood. So until next time, keep watching, keep talking, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.